We need to steal that weapon.
It'd be the foothold we need and take our homes back.
I can't.
Yes, you can. Relax.
And squeeze.
We inherited our freedom. Now it's up to all of us to fight for it.
Hi, I'm Luke. We're with the University of Texas.
Aw,
And
how you doing?
so you've worked on Friday Night Lights here in Austin.
Yes, I did.
So how does this role compare?
Well, it's pretty much if you gave Tyra a gun and said, you know, people are coming to take over America, what would you do? So it's very, very, very different, and it was a very physical role, but very fun. I got to work with amazing people and an awesome director, one of the best action choreographers in the world, Dan Bradley.
So in your experience, how does film acting compare to TV acting? What are the biggest differences?
Biggest difference is the length of time, obviously, and you can go either way. You know, sometimes when you're doing TV, you end up not liking the character. I mean, thankfully on Friday Night Lights, I loved my character. But with a movie, it's, you know, you're in, you're out. You get to really get to the core of it really fast. They're just complete opposites.
All right, so you have to tell us, how is it almost getting to kiss Chris Hemsworth?
It was not too bad. There were quite a few attractive people in this movie, so it was not hard to go to a set every day.
Is he as beautiful in person as he is on screen?
Oh, he's gorgeous. And he's really funny and fun, and the Australian accent does not hurt.
And so what's next for you? What projects are you working on?
We have G.I. Joe coming soon, actually, in March. So that's right around the corner.
All right, well, I'm excited to see that in Red Dawn. Thank you so much. So can you just tell us a little bit about your character in the film?
I play the character of Matt Eckert, and he's one of the two main brothers in the movie. And basically, at the beginning of the film, he's kind of like this really egotistical, self-focused, self-centered kid and quarterback of the football team, and sort of that stereotypical guy. And then through circumstances out of his control, he's forced to kind of man up and really start thinking about other people and sort of fight these people that invade the country, and also repair his relationship with his brother, who he's sort of been estranged from for the past couple of years. So it's sort of like this full arc for Matt.
All right. And so a lot of us college students grew up watching you on shows like Drake and Josh and stuff like that.
I
So
didn't go to college. Sorry.
So how's the transition from comedy to action?
It's all comedy helps me in everything I do, because especially when I'm doing action, I have to make sure I don't take myself too seriously, because inevitably I'm Josh Nichols running around with an AK-47 in the middle of the street. I have to remember that, like, I love magic and not necessarily hand-to-hand combat. But you know, it's a fine line, but it's always great when you can add comedy to anything. There's funny moments even when you're crying, so it can work.
And Red Dawn requires a lot of stunt work and action scenes that you hadn't previously done before. How did you prepare for that?
It was hard. I got like 2 stitches in my head during one scene. I have this scar on my arm that I'll have for life from something else. So I definitely have a couple, I have a couple marks that I'll have with me for life from this movie. But I did a lot of intense cardiovascular work, hours on the elliptical, and some dieting. So that helped.
And so do you have a favorite scene that the audiences should be looking out for?
I think the spider trap scene in the movie is dope, because it's kind of a callback to the original, and it's definitely a scene in which people that are true Red Dawn fans from the 80s, I think will, it pays homage to the original and sort of has sort of a cool new spin on it. So it seems like that in the movie that I think people will respond to, because it's paying respect to the original and adding some new things that we're capable of today.
And from a behind-the-scenes perspective, do you have a favorite moment from the set or anything that really sticks out to you?
Any moment that really sticks out to me? I don't know, just moments. I remember like running down the middle of a closed-down street in Detroit, Michigan with an AK-47, like shooting like these enemies and squibs going off in explosions, and I'm like, is this like the most elaborate practical joke ever played on a human being? Like, how am I out here doing this? But it was fun.
All right, well, thank you so much for talking to us.
Thanks,
Thank you.
man.
Thank you.